So hello primary 2, how are you my angels? How are you doing? Today is our last lesson inshallah. So we're going to finish today biiznillah. Okay? So it's not a new lesson, just we're going to continue something more for the lesson that you took previous in this term. Okay, what is this lesson? It's called array. Do you remember the array? I'm sure that you remember it. So let's start. What do we mean by an array? It's some objects, we arrange them like this. We arrange them. We like to be neat and tidy. Do you like to be neat and tidy? I like to arrange my stuff like that. I have some marbles here. I arrange them under each other. They are too many, so I didn't put them all in one a column. So what do we call this? What do we call this? Do you remember? Yes, these are called rows. Row, row, and this is a row. So how many rows do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we arrange them to, what do we call these? We call them columns. How many columns do we have? We have 2 columns. So how many rows? We said, you remember? Yes, 4 rows. How many columns? Yes, 2 columns. So this is an array of 4 by 2. This is a 4 by 2 array. A 4 columns, 4 rows and 2 columns. So it's a 4 by 2 array. So how about this one? This is also an array, right? Because it's arranged. I like to be neat and tidy. I like to arrange my stuff in rows and columns. So how many rows do we have here? 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 rows. How many columns do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 3 rows and 4 columns. So this array is of type 3 by 4. 3 rows by 4 columns. Okay? This is you took before. What else did you take before? Now, which of these arrays has a 4 rows and 3 columns? Which has 4 rows and 3 columns? This has 1, 2, 3 columns, but it has 1, 2, 3 rows. Not this one. Is this one? Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Let's count these. How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 4 what? Rows, yes. How many columns? 1, 2, 3 columns. So this one has 4 rows and 3 columns. So this is the one that you want. Let's see what else. Now, can you write an addition sentence for this? I want to find the total number of marbles that I have. How many in all? How am I going to count them? He said, no, don't count them. Just write an addition sentence. What's the addition sentence? It means I'm going to write something, a number plus a number plus a number plus a number. Okay, this is the addition sentence. So how am I going to write this addition sentence? What do you think? I can start by writing the columns. How many in each row? How many marbles in each row? I'm going to start by writing the rows. So how many in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are 4. And then I'm going to write 4 plus 4 plus 4. So these are 4 plus 4 plus 4. So this is my first addition sentence. Can I write another addition sentence? Yes, sure. I can write by columns. So this is my column. How many in my column? 3. So I'm going to write it 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So either I'm going to write it by rows, 4 plus 4 plus 4. Each row has 4. Or I can write it by columns. Each column has 3. So it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, this is your addition sentence. So you took all that before, right? Now, can you write an addition sentence for this one? Like we agreed of, we're going to write it either by rows or by columns. So I'm going to start by rows. How many in each row? How many marbles? 3. So it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So these are 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So how many rows did I have? How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. How many threes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 rows, and I have in each row I have 3. So I'm going to add 3 plus 3 5 times. Okay? Or I can write it as what? Yes, columns. I can write it as columns. How many in each column? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 marbles in each column. So I'm going to write it 5 plus 5 plus 5. Very good. Excellent, students. You're excellent, primary 2. This is right. Good job. Okay, primary 2, let's get started with our new part of this lesson. This is the only thing that we are going to do. It's a very easy thing. Now he says form an array 2 by 3, where he gave me these squares. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to shade inside these squares array, so it will be 2 by 3, like that. We're going to shade 2 rows and 3 columns. Is it easy? It's so easy. Here we shaded 2 rows, but remember, we're not going to shade all the squares. We're going to shade till we have 2 rows and 3 columns. These are 3 columns. Okay? Now, what's next? Now, here he wants me to shade 4 by 5. So it's 4 rows and 5 columns. Let's shade 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do it 5 times. Now do we have 4 by 5? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So it's 4 rows. Okay, primary 2. This is the end of our lessons. I was happy to be with you. I'm going to miss you so much. So till we meet again, inshallah, at the beginning of the year, enjoy your holiday. Happy holiday. Goodbye. So stay home, stay safe, and don't run, please. Don't go out. I hope that you are all safe. Goodbye. See you next year, inshallah.